Hey, what's up, everyone? Luigi here. Grab your coffee, your whiskey, or whatever's keeping you from rage quitting your job today, because I've got your weekly recap from last Friday. Let's get into it. First up, let's talk about seasonal hiring. Believe it or not, the holidays are coming faster than your Amazon packages, and if you think you can muscle through the rush solo, good luck. 1 week in, and you'll be burnt out, eating candy canes for breakfast. The smarter move? Build a temporary dream team now. It takes money, but Credit Bank actually has funding options to cover that, so you're not stressed. If you want to start preparing now, check out my post at creditbank.io. Seasonal payroll isn't the only thing making wallets sweat. Let's talk about America's love-hate relationship with credit cards. After years of running up plastic charges, credit card spending is actually cooling off. Balances are still sitting north of $1 trillion, but for once, debit cards are winning the race. Translation? People are actually trying to pay down their debt instead of just praying for another stimulus check. Miracles do happen. But while you're tightening the belts, Uncle Donnie dropped an executive order that could change your 401k. Forget boring index funds. He wants your retirement money swimming with private equity, hedge funds, and maybe even crypto. Nothing says safe for retirement like handing Blackstone the keys to your nest egg, right? Sure, you could get bigger returns, or you could end up owning a bowling alley in Ohio. And if you think that's gambling, let's talk Vegas. Visitors' numbers are down, slot machines are quiet, and even the Canadians are staying home after Trump called them the first state. But don't feel too bad for Sin City. They're banking on the Formula One race, the World Cup of soccer, football, or whatever Donnie's calling it this week, and a Backstreet Boys comeback tour to pack the hotels again. Meanwhile, the FDA is out here speed running drug approvals. A new therapy called Papzimios, say that 5 times fast, just got full approval after a trial of 35 people. Yeah, 35. But hey, if it works, it works. And patients stuck in endless surgeries are finally catching a break. The FDA is basically saying we don't need 10 years of paperwork to save lives. Bold and kind of refreshing, if I'm being honest. And for the money minute, Chase says small businesses are still alive and kicking despite inflation, tariffs, and the media's favorite word, headwinds. Owners are cutting costs, squeezing suppliers, hoarding cash, and somehow staying optimistic. Honestly, delusional optimism might be the greatest business strategy of all time. And while optimism keeps Main Street alive, stupidity keeps the internet entertaining. Yep, it's time for a quick ones from around the web. First up, we've got an LA tamale shop that just went viral with a 46-second AI ad, and suddenly they've got more customers than tables. Proof you don't need Madison Avenue, you just need tamales, memes, and ChatGPT with too much free time. But not every viral moment ends in tacos and glory. A San Francisco wine bar got roasted into oblivion by a TikTok micro-influencer and had to rebrand under a new name and beige walls and zero social media. Sometimes the best PR move really is witness protection. And finally, if you thought business jargon was getting unbearable, the Cambridge Dictionary just added 6,000 new words like skibidi, tradwife, and delulu. I can't even pronounce these things. Even the Australian Prime Minister dropped delulu with no solulu in Parliament. I have no idea what anyone is talking about. If Shakespeare were alive, he'd be throwing his quill across the room. All right, everyone, that's the recap. If you want the deeper dive, the full breakdown is sitting on Substack. I'll drop a link in the comments, and we'll be back this Friday with the next edition of The Weekly. See you then.